Hi, my name is Elia. Um, okay, so this video is basically for men out there and women. You can, I don't know, maybe this works for women here and there, but mostly just for men. And it's basically how to introduce yourself without using apps because you're not getting anywhere with the apps. I hear men complaining all the time, and it's just obvious that you're next, you're unimpressed, they're unimpressed, and it's a waste of time for everyone. So the 3D version, the real life you, is way more impressive. So here's what you can say, here's what you can do, here's how you can be more prepared for that interaction. So to be prepared, you should, and I know this, I hope it doesn't sound bad, but I mean, it's not bad at all, but it's just preparedness. It's having tools. So have a piece of paper, could be a cutout, whatever, something nice with your name. Just write your name, your first name, and your phone number, or if you want, just your phone number. No smiley faces, no hearts, and you basically, when you see someone that you're curious about, yeah, this is gonna happen all the time. You go shopping, you go food shopping, you go to the restaurant, you go out, errands, you go to the gym. People see people that they're curious, are interested in all the time. And a lot of men just stare. They just stand in the corner, they try to look good, they stare, they look in the side of their eye. Like, none of those things are gonna get you results. They're not gonna get you contact and interaction. The only thing that is boldness and courage to go up to, someone you're interested in, curious in, and introducing yourself. But the whole thing is, and this is where a lot of men go wrong, is that when they introduce themselves, they do it bad, okay? In the sense, like, they ask questions, they ask for their personal information. They're not getting questions back, but they continue asking questions. They're lingering. Lingering is a red flag word. So the whole point is to be quick, respectful, and that's it. So here we go. Hey, you seem like a really nice person. You can compliment something that's, not related to their body. Don't compliment their body or face. Anything bodily. No comments. Save that for the second date. If you have a second date, that's kind of good. But here in that first introduction, hey, you seem like a really nice person. Hey, you seem like a really kind person. I'd like to give you my number, and you can hand it to them and basically say, no pressure. I'd like to give you my number if you ever want to talk more on this topic that we're talking about, if you're having a conversation with them. Or you could say, like, you seem really nice to talk to. I'd like to give you my number. And if you ever want to go out or talk more, let me know. No pressure at all. And have a great day. That's it. And then you're out, bro. You're out. You don't linger. You don't ask follow-up questions. You don't ask anything else. You're out. What they're going to see is how you talked, the fact that you were respectful, kind, a gentleman, the fact that you had some humor. It's always good to be humorous, like, be kind, be funny. Like, you don't want to be, like, straight-faced and shit. Like, what the fuck, are you a robot? The thing is, smile, even if it's fake. No, don't do that, a creepy smile, but smile and shit. And then, be humorous if you have something funny to say. Okay, on the way out, as you're leaving, you already gave the number, you already put the number down. If you want to say something like, that dress looks really good, or your hair looks super nice, something inoffensive and non-personal, complimentary, that's fine, okay? Because then that just kind of adds to, like, oh, you made them feel, like, good. But the whole thing is, like, you want to make them feel safe. And feeling safe means you getting the fuck out of there, because you're a masculine threat. So don't linger, don't hang. And it's just, if you linger, it looks like you have nothing to do and you're just a weirdo and a creep. So here's what you say again. Hey, you seem like a really nice person. I enjoyed talking to you. Or if you didn't have a conversation, hey, you seem like a really kind person. I'd like to give you my number, and I have to leave right now. I have to go back to what I was doing. If you're at the gym, for example, I have to go back to what I was doing. You're going back to your workout. You don't necessarily need to leave the premises, okay? This is not like a nuclear bomb explosion, but typically if you're at like a restaurant, or sorry, if you're at like you're shopping or whatever, you're gonna be leaving the premises anyway. So you can say that like, oh, I have to get back to what I'm doing at the gym, or I have to, you know, be on my way. Here's my phone number in case you ever want to talk, and we can meet up, maybe like get dinner sometime, something casual, and no pressure at all. Have a great day. Okay, so that's the interaction, that's the move. I'm gonna call it hit and run just because I gotta term it something, and I also feel like hit and run is a good term. Like, I know the connotation is kind of violent there, but so I just also want to say, like, I learned this stuff through trial and error, but also through AI. AI taught me like these are respectful things that you can say. This is not harassment, because I was always curious, like, well, you know, I don't want to offend someone. Definitely don't want to harass someone, because that would be like offending them right through persistence or something. So don't worry about, you're not breaking the law here. They're not going to call the police on you. They're not going to spray you with mace. They're not going to slap you. They're not going to like report you or some shit. Again, unless if you persistently do this, like, this is just a one-time introduction. So they don't talk to you again. Sorry, I'm just going to lift this up. Your answer is if they contact you. So, is there anything else I'm missing here? Yeah, leave the number, because there's no judgment there. If they're not rejecting you, you're not rejecting them. You just introduced yourself. Leave the number there, because as you're leaving, as you're going away, you're gonna say like, damn, I wish I had just left the number. Because then if they change their mind, which, you know, people do, you think about things hours after. So you might change your mind and think like, you know, that person was actually really nice, and you know what? I'll see what they're up to. Let me see what their vibe is, and then they're gonna hit you up. As far as that's concerned, don't double text people, preferably, because it kind of just shows like you're insecure or like desperate. I know those are harsh words, but when you double text, it doesn't look good. Like, trust me, they got your text, and like respectful, good, healthy relationships require that dynamic where you put a penny, they put a penny. You put a penny, they put a penny. You should never be putting $10 and then they put a penny. You understand? I'm sorry, my hair is a little nuts. I gotta wash it and stuff. I mean, it's clean and all, but I was wearing a beanie, and the beanie messed it up. And then I like tried to put coconut oil in my hair. But that's basically it. I'll make another video on this topic. Subscribe, like, it just helps me. I basically write all this stuff and then I put it in my books. So all of this is gonna go into Miscellaneous Advice, which is one of my favorite books. It's available on my website. But yeah, all of this, I write down all of this, put it in my books, and then hopefully people buy my books. But yeah, definitely, like, for me, this is just promotion of my books, because like someone has to perform the writing a little bit just to get it out there. So again, it's a lower threshold. Are you curious about this person? You came prepared, you're clean, you took care of yourself, you smell good, you wear jeans, not sweatpants. You feel good, clean t-shirt, clean mouth, don't have smoker's mouth, gross, disgusting, don't smoke. Like, having a clean mouth is really important, because it's like the first interaction that they're gonna sense, okay? So it's really important, and yeah, you're clean, you see someone you're curious about, you're interested in, you have 3 to 5 seconds, bro. That's it. Otherwise, if you're lurking, if you're looming, if you're leering, it's just predatory and creepy. So you have 5 seconds to decide, is this something, okay? And then you go up to them, hey, how you doing? Just wanted to like say hello. And if they like start talking, then that's fine. You can have a conversation with them. You don't have to like drop your number and leave. That's not like smart. Smoothness is all about reading the reaction, reading the room. And if you need to eject, which most likely you probably will, you're prepared to, okay? And you're gonna do it in a smooth, respectful way. So delete the dating apps. Don't waste your time on that, bro. Trust me on that. And whatever, good luck.